are watching the Old Zealand, a minesweeper champion, the Dragon of Portugal, Vice Captain America, the world's fourth greatest forehead, and a geography semi-finalist at the World Championships, Zealand!
Yo, Liverpool's got to be so happy with that. Tottenham and Liverpool just got like two of the easiest draws you could possibly get, dude. They have to be so happy with that. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I actually heard that go down, which was nice and fun. During the intro stuff, it was just like, yeah, I'm it just shut off. I don't know. Double A Battery, thank you so much for the Prime. Pants Face 5,000, thank you for the 10 months. Raffrey Gun, thank you so much for the 2 months. Duck, thank you for the Prime. Ricky, thank you for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. I gotta make sure this thing doesn't sail away from me now.
Haven't touched FM or my main save for several months, but took club from Danish 3rd tier to 5-time European champions, and after 20 seasons got bored. I've got that itch again though. Should I sim out 100 years or start fresh?
Honestly, pretty good set of achievements. You could just retire and start in that universe. You know, keep the save point if you want, but then you just retire and start. Sevilla goes into Group G with Man City. No rest for the weary, I suppose, as the draw continues. Bendoa, thank you so much for 8 months on the Prime. The living legend. United so much. I'm so tired today. I stayed up till 4:30 watching the entire last season of the last season of Last Kingdom, which I'd been putting off forever. But you know, like, I put on one for dinner and I was like, oh, I guess I'm watching the rest of the show now. So that caught me by surprise. What's the plan today? We are playing the last two matches of the pre-winter break with Floridsdorfer, which is a league match that we're using, you know, it's a league match, then Champions League, then Sturm Graz away in the Admiral Bundesliga, then it's the winter break. We're just going to play Altisch, Rheindorf, and Krasnodar today. We're going to wrap up the Champions League group stage because it's going to be, we're tied with Bayern on points, and if they drop any points to Ajax and we beat Krasnodar on a neutral site, then we are actually going to the Champions League knockouts, incredibly improbably. Adich, thank you so much for the 7 months. After that, we will be doing live sports, which will be the Asian Cup, which will be fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a hard guy to please when it comes to TV shows. If I watch the first season, I'm into a show. Literally anything that show does will take me away. Last Kingdom was good. I'd watched the first 4 seasons of it like 2 years ago, and then I heard the last season came out, and I'd put it off, and I'd put it off, and I'd put it off. And then I spent a certain amount of time like rewatching the whole show, and I've been putting off watching the last season again. But I finally sat down and watched it now. See, Barcelona's playing Bayern Munich, naturally. I saw somebody point out Lewandowski now plays his former team, naturally. Chelsea next, they go into Group E with AC Milan. I mean, Chelsea's got to be favored in that, right? The final pot 2 clubs, Atletico, and they will play against Porto. Well, Atletico's probably pretty happy about that. I mean, Porto's good, but how the wife and kids? Great. They're all in Football Manager. If you haven't watched Sandman, I highly recommend it. Yeah, I'll get into another show. Last night just turned into one of those binge evenings. I wasn't like physically ready for it. We've got our tracker up. We're keeping track of what happens in the draw. We're playing these 2 matches, and then we're doing live sports today. I have a recruitment meeting, apparently. A little early for that, isn't it? It's beginning of December. Whatever, man. Philip, what do you need? Oh, Philip doesn't need anything from me. I might need something from Philip. Yeah, in terms like Last Kingdom, I don't watch a lot of shows all the way through because usually I'm busy or I get bored before I get to the end of it. I don't hate on shows. I just like I'll start doing something and then come back to it. But that Last Kingdom got me all the way to the end. Oh, the music though, dude, it's ringing in my ears still. That stuff is so loud, so constant with the same musical themes. You're just like, holy dude. I'm not gonna get this out of my head for years. Hope you guys have had a good day so far, though. I'm excited for this stream today. Lord of the Rings coming out with a show. Game of Thrones, obviously, has House of the Dragon. I watched the first episode of that. Of course, with like the rest of the world. A lot of TV shows didn't have much of a place in my life for a long time. All of a sudden, shows have made a dramatic return into the life of Sealand. What a moment for everybody. Never watched Game of Thrones, never will. I, for one, applaud your determination not to enjoy life a little bit. I think that is an outstanding quality. I think that you should be contrarian to your core, man. I think you just stand there, not do anything anybody else likes. So everybody's driving in the right lane, dude. You drive in the left. If you're in England, other way around, man. Drive in the right lane. All these losers driving in the left lane. Couldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? Would never. I would never do that to myself. I would never bottle myself up like a sheeple just for the sake of enjoying life. Is it like, this is my take on hating on a show. Does this resonate with you guys, or does it? It's like, if that many people like something, right? There has to be an endearing quality to it. There has to be. If that many people like something, there has to be an endearing quality. So I've never been like, you know, I've never looked at Friends and been like, you know, people make fun of it on the internet. If you watch it in isolation, solid show. It has jokes. It can be funny. If you don't like laugh tracks, I totally get that. Right? There's a lot of different directions I could go with this argument, but being contrarian for contrarian's sake probably just isn't a very fun way to go through life. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just don't watch the last season of a show because I don't want it to end. Yeah, I totally feel that. I absolutely get that. I'm Australian. I do drive on the left. That's fair. I felt like it was a bit too much gore. You know what? That's the acceptable reason. The way you worded that initially, I thought you were going a different direction with it. But if you feel like it's too much gore and you just don't want like that in your life, I totally get that. I thought you were going a different direction with it. And if you are one of those people that goes that direction, I'm talking to you. All right? I'm talking. Right, sorry, I'm talking to you. Keeping an eye on the Champions League draw. Boy, you know it. What's up? Benfica will go in with PSG and Juve. That's a nasty little group, huh? Salzburg with Milan and Chelsea. Dude, Chelsea's just in the bag. Oh, no, Liverpool. Ajax and Napoli is not comfortable. That road trip down to Naples is not fun. Liverpool just got Ajax and Napoli, while Chelsea's vibing. Chelsea's feeling great. I'm ready to door. I'm always ready to dwarf. What are your overall hours in FM? Around 10,000, I'd say. Like every football manager. Hating everything in the realm of art and entertainment is just silly. You know there are those people out there, though. I feel like I run into them a lot in New York. They'll just be like, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I'd rather, you know, that form of art is beneath me. I'm like, just, what are you doing? Have a little fun. Like, am I going to say the acting in The Last Kingdom was perfect? No. Some of the CGI was stupid. But you know what? It was a good show. The story was interesting. It was well done. Okay, cool. It was a proper waste of my time until 4:30 in the morning. Absolutely. Being contrarian for contrarian's sake is just like a massive pet peeve of mine. Maybe I'm just railing against a certain part of New York City. That is what I'm railing against. I'm ready. I used to be one of those people. I mean, like, I don't know, man. There are perfectly legitimate reasons. Like that person saying, I don't know, too much gore. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Totally get it. I don't watch horror movies because I don't feel like being scared in my free time. You know what I mean? Or just like having to, mentally process that. Like, that's cool. I realize they can be great movies. I've watched a few, right? But it's also just not something I seek out. I totally get it. Got a legitimate reason, you're fine. Basically, what I propose is that I am the arbiter of all reasons, and I sit on a throne in the middle of the planet. And if you want to decide whether you can or can't watch a show, you have to walk up to me and explain it. And if you walk up to me and explain it, and I say yes, you can, then you can not watch anything. That's it. That's the plan. I've been promised live sports Asian Cup. I know. We're playing 2 matches with the Dorfers first. I know. We're playing 2 matches with the Dorfers, then we're going to live sports Asian Cup. This group C. Wait, what happened in the draw? Sporting Tottenham and Eintracht Frankfurt. Perfect. I love it. Tottenham Hotspur to win the Champions League. Heard it here first. I don't actually think that. Please do. They're gonna get out of the group though. Eintracht Frankfurt's the worst pot A team, right? Sporting is a middling at best pot 3 team. I think they're a good team, but relative to the teams around them. Blob, thank you for the 11 months, my dude. I appreciate you being a part of the Hammers. Someone quick, clip it. Oh, leave me alone, please. Spurs can choke. After all, they are Spurs. True. I mean, look, away to Frankfurt's difficult, right? They've got great fans. I think everybody knows that. So maybe there's a world in which they... Of course there is. It's Spurs. But they're the best team in the group. And I respect Antonio Conte as a manager. Very much so. Dude's a winner. He's also ornery and hard to get along with, but he is a winner. Short term. We've already signed you, Alessandro. Eintracht is definitely the team I will root for. Yeah, I mean, they're a lovable team. I'm sorry to all Rangers fans, right? Obviously, I was happy that they won, though. I mean, like, it wasn't like Rangers went and lost to, like, freaking Chelsea or something. A team that really didn't want to be in the Europa League. For Eintracht Frankfurt, that was a big crowning achievement as well. So it's always nice when you get to see that sort of thing. The Europa League. I feel like it's kind of the point of the Europa League, right? Thoughts on Isak joining Newcastle? We hit on that a little bit yesterday. I think they overpaid for him. I also think it's a good deal. I think he's better than Chris Wood. I think him and Callum Wilson be interesting. It provides different tactical options because he does have 3 strikers that aren't bad, right? Wood is not a bad player. Callum Wilson's pretty darn good. I think Isak obviously puts some pressure on Callum Wilson. I wouldn't be surprised they found a way to try and play both of them on the field at the same time. I think Isak, more likely guy to pop out wide, but I do think he's going to try a couple different things. Ian Trujillo showing progress. Nelson Parado, how you doing? Everybody's doing well. That's all we want to see. That's all we want to see. Liam Delap would cost $100 million. Well, that's reasonable. He's not very good. Let him go. So our first match of the stream is Alta Schreindorf, and then we're playing Krasnodar, and then we're going to live sports. Everybody ready for that? Have you ever done a poll of chat's favorite teams? Actually not. I have not done a poll of chat's favorite teams. In the FM Conference League, it's always fun to follow, in my opinion. Always a fun variation of the winners. The Conference League is wild. You get like knockout stage. I mean, there are Kazakh teams that can make the quarterfinals of the Conference League if things fall right. So this is the Pot 3 summary. This is not. That's not. This is potentially slippery. It's also an easy, you know, if there was a... Atletico's a big team, but like if there was a bigger team in there, that would be a nice soft group. That is brutal. That is really easy. That is really easy. And I was wondering where Dortmund was going to go. Because Dortmund was they were the best team in the third pot, and that is savage, right? Because Dortmund, I mean, everybody just knows that's a really good club, right? And they're going to be able to put a really good team on the field that's going to be able to compete with anybody in the world. And that's savage. I mean, Man City just, absolutely no rest for Manchester City. They have a lot of work to do in the group stage. That's a sneaky group. Benfica pops up and beats Juventus once. Then Juventus is on skates. Think Dortmund's better than Inter? Is Inter pot 3? Yeah. Inter's the best team. You're right. I forgot that AC Milan won Serie A, which puts Inter in pot 3. Dortmund's playing badly this season so far. Well, look. They have talent. It's one of those things where, like, in the Champions League, I feel like talent matters more than form. Kai Riley, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes. Appreciate you. Spend $5 of Jeff Bezos money. Spurs got such a nice group. They did. I have a bad habit of saying Sporting Lisbon. My bad. My apologies. I know it's not right. It's just something that's like coded into my brain, so when I'm not thinking about it, it's just something I say. Sporting Club de Portugal, right? My bad. Forgive me. I know not what I know not what I do. I'm American. Can I play? Can I play that card? It's just like a turn of phrase. For some reason I heard somewhere, and I've never stopped using it. I know it's wrong, and I don't mean it. So I'm a Sunderland supporter. Can we all take a moment to appreciate other latest signing and rumors leading up to the deadline? Make it seem like the new owner is a Football Manager fan. Who's the rumor? Who is the rumored signing, after all? Nobody cares? Yeah, but I mean, like, if I'm wrong, you know, I'm going to apologize for being wrong. I don't want to be wrong. If I'm going to make fun of somebody, which I'm not with sport, I actually like Sporting. I have no issues with Sporting at all. Every ounce of my willpower not to say Sporting Lisbon, because I know. I can't. Strain yourself. Hold yourself back, lads. We just had 10. We had 3 people drop a 10 again. Eric Elek dropped the 10 in training. He's developing. So is our whole team. Turns out amazing training facilities and pretty high level competition are pretty good for developing players. Who knew? It's complicated science. I can't believe he's such a good player mentally, and yet he has 20 work rate. I wonder if we're just going to be able to force them to create a button to do all that at the same time. Maybe. Did Marseille sign Ronaldo yet? I don't know, bro. There's like no real threatening team in group, like in pot 4. Let me look at pot 4 again, because I did just forget who was in the other pot. Yeah. Who would be the worst team out of that you wouldn't want to get? It honestly might be Rangers. With Rangers European form, I would say that is probably the best team in that pot. I mean, there's like... Normally, there's a team hiding in the 4th pot that you at least think has a chance to make it through. I don't think any of those teams are going to get particularly close. DS Marseille or Celtic? I don't back the French league too aggressively. You never know. Well, obviously, you never know. I would be rooting for it. I want to watch Club Bruges go bursting forward into the knockout stages. I just don't think it's going to happen. We're going to do a full rotation for this match. Champions League and all coming up. You stay in. Right into the middle. Eric Ellick. You've cleared. Not ready for a fitness test. It's probably not cleared then. Where's Sava? Alright, that's the team. Need to make sure the bench is all right. This has been jumbled up a little bit. Portomasebi, Trujillo, Vanderhorst, Cinnamon, yeah. Yep. All good. Altosh, Reindorf, and then Champions League sauce. Oh, Viva's tall. We'll send Stefan. Viv, the sneakily tall man that I am going to use, actually. In that spot. Okay. Is he short? He's not. We stand. Okay, here we go. I'm looking easy dubs today. I was so hoping for Marseille to get Group C. Where did they end up? Marseille is... Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Maccabi Haifa, PSG, Juventus, and Benfica. Pilsen goes to the C with Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Inter. They're going to have a lot of fun there. Rangers are going in with Ajax, Liverpool, and Napoli. Oh, spicy. The Steven Gerrard derby. Clever. Marseille with Frankfurt. I mean... That opens up more of an opportunity. There is no gimme for Tottenham in that group. There's just games that they should win. But there's no gimme. Marseille, I would have said, I would have gone Rangers, Marseille, Celtic as the 3 best teams in the last pot. And then Dinamo Zagreb after that. Not easy. J Kill, thank you so much for the 2. Welcome back to the Hammers. Maccabi Haifa, easy second place. I mean, honestly, any point in the group that Maccabi Haifa's in is an achievement. I think what might help them is it is a very long trip from like Benfica to Israel. It's basically from Florida to like Alaska, maybe. But very long nonetheless. Not an easy midweek road trip. That was almost a sick finish. Finally made there. Welcome. Finally made it in. Tottenham, okay. Not really. I mean, hold on. What is that? What's that website where you can look up the things? Zealand, you're gonna have to use your words here. The website where you have the map of stuff and you can put it over other stuff. That is what we're looking for. Although, thank you for answering Google, because that is the appropriate answer to the question that I asked. Map fight? Is that it? No, there's like a tool that you drag over other things. The size of, thank you. That's it. It's the true size of. So we can answer this question. Take the United States, right? And so if you fly, it's like flying from, I mean, it's like 5 hours. That's just not that long. It's like you are flying from Miami to San Diego. I mean, it's like 5.5. It's certainly not a short flight, but a couple movies and you're there. Compare Alaska to Western Europe. Can I? Oh, yeah, let's get Alaska. The moment you said that, I'm curious. Oh, we got Alaska. Move this out of the way. Excuse me. Okay, this is a little janky. So that's Alaska compared to Western Europe. So you could fly from basically Lisbon to Athens and be in Alaska. One state. That's just on the width part of it. Greetings from Austria. What's up, Odak? You ever been to a Floridsdorfer game? Oh. Do you include the UK and Western Europe? Yep. I mean, historically speaking, right? I don't feel like that's a political statement, but if we take like a Western European history course at the United States University, the United Kingdom will be involved in Western European history, so. We have a no politics rule here, though, chat. I probably should have answered that question. But that kind of proves the point. We're talking about geography here, guys. Everybody cool it. We're talking about geography. Literal, it's just geography, dude. Please leave me alone. Proud of everyone's efforts so far. Keep going and we can win this. No, I'm not happy. Because I don't remember seeing us do anything. I'm displeased with our performance today. Europe and the European Union are different things. Thank you very much. Where yield is on 6.5. Obsolete lemon. Vanderhorst, you're going in for Christian Yildiz, and Hinneman's going in for Quintero. Two guys that are struggling because, yeah, we do want to win this game. We have one draw season. It is to Salzburg. And really just like nothing has happened. We need to up the aggressiveness like pretty significantly here. We need to get all the way up in their grill. Force the issue, and 10 minutes later maybe raise a midfielder or two. That's what I'm thinking. Are you on key highlights? No, we turned it down to... Yeah, I am. Never mind. Well, this is a key highlight, so he was offside. I literally saw it at the beginning of the game, and I'm like, switched to extended, and I must have gotten distracted with geography. That does happen to me a lot. Specifically with geography. Oh, let's go. Play the ball, play the ball, play the ball, play the ball! Nerd, thanks to the Prime. UCL's looking spicy today. That's why we're playing it today. We were just going to do live sports, but I literally did not want to wait to play the UCL. Because we have one match left. And if we win and Bayern does anything but win in Amsterdam, there's no shotties on. Thank you. Why'd you take so long? Make us get back there and defend it with our lives. Okay, now we get extra aggressive. Third sub's going to be another offensive midfielder. Sorry, Eric. I just don't, you're not particularly talented offensively, so that's why we're making this change. And that works for me. That's our last substitution, and we're going to go very attacking for 20 minutes. I want us to put them under siege, please. And honestly, we should have started higher. We should have started more aggressive. We should have started higher. Because they made their intentions known, but then again, we've played against this before. Get some pressure on the outside. Metsala, Vitalius. Spread them out a little bit. Dang, man, they really did just show up and do this, didn't they? They really did just show up and do this. And I have my backup fullbacks in, neither of whom can play further up the field. You know what? We're gonna do it anyways. I don't even give a flop. You know what we should do is this. I know Mbamba can't... that's infuriating that he can't play there. We threw Trujillo outside for 8 minutes and we didn't get a highlight, so I think that means we should never do it again. In my humble professional opinion. They've got somebody to track everything. They have 4 guys just in a block right there. We need to create so much pressure that it's just ridiculous. I'm going to put a bunch of guys out of position. I'm going to shadow striker Aviv Talius. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Mad scientist at work here. That's the highlight that we got. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the big one for us, of course. Yeah, that's a good header. Good header, good win. Trujillo keeping it moving. Aviv Talius. This is one of the guys we want with it. Sander. Come on. Good. Play him, play him, play him. Yes! Yes! It's Stefan Verhoeven with just seconds to play. Oh, that was my bad. That was all my bad. We should have been more aggressive earlier. I should have recognized how ridiculous their block was. We didn't. We picked up on it a little late, how freaking aggressive we were going to have to be down the stretch to actually make this happen. But thank you, FM gods, for this kindness you've shown me. Nerd, thank you for the sub. Oh, Stefan Verhoeven. Huge goal at home against Alta Schreindorf. The resistance is broken with a minute to play. We created enough traffic in front of the goal that something just fell kindly for us at the end. And thus we bring ourselves to the Champions League. The final Champions League match of the group stage that will determine if we have once again made it to the Champions League knockout stages. Just saw the UCL groups. Poor Victoria Pilsen. Yes, poor Victoria Pilsen. Absolute pain for Victoria Pilsen. I got the goal eventually. That's what matters. We work hard for that. We got the reward, and I am pleased. Stefan Verhoeven's dramatic late goal was something for you to savor. Yeah, we worked hard for it.
What
absolutely.
Do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? So fisticated.
I've heard it before, but you know what? I'll give it a B, Tony. Hadn't heard it in a while. You deserve it. For Maccabi Haifa, yeah, Haifa's in trouble. I think Pilsen got the worst draw, though. Toughest draw is that Barcelona group. Which one was that again? That was the... Oop. Yeah, Bayern, Barcelona, Inter. That's brutal. And the other one's City, Sevilla, Dortmund. Tough. Copenhagen makes it a little easier, though. I think they're going to be a bit wide-eyed.
I've been watching Jack play F1 Manager.
How's it going?
When are you diving in?
I will dive in soon. I've been in the process of setting up the move. But I'm going to play the game at some point. Thank you, Mike, for the 31 months. Joshua, thank you for the 12. Thanks for doing it with the Prime. We just spent $10 Jeff Bezos money. Minimal effort. If you've got that Amazon Prime account, be sure to spend $5 of Jeff Bezos money, wherever you can find it. Somewhere on Twitch. Spend it. It's never worth appealing suspensions for extra games. I'm a FIFA pleb, and I'm still learning. I've honestly never had it work, Dakota, but there's no reason not to, right? There's no reason not to. No reason to call yourself a FIFA pleb. You sound like you have enough self-awareness. Welcome to Football Manager. Yes. Mutaraji just bagged Salzburg with a huge road win against Rapid Vienna. See, if we'd drawn that match, Salzburg literally could have leveled us on points. That's how tight this league is, even though it feels like we're utterly dominant. You can't start more games, Brohim Tato Chip. You can't. You get tired. You will be jaded. You don't know this about yourself, but you do get tired and you will be jaded. I mean, I will promise him the playing time, but he's going to get jaded. I'm not worried about him being unhappy, for a long stretch. I'm just saying. We're going to give him the playing time. He just gets all mad. But he doesn't get all mad. He just gets all tired. His legs start falling off. Is that what you really want? Do you want to have no legs? I didn't think so.
Benfica topping Group H. Mark my words. Love.
Yeah, what did chat? What is your bold Champions League prediction? I can't change the Legends playing time. We've already looked at it. I do check from time to time. Wolf could depart Floridsdorfer. I don't think so. He wants a star player contract, though. Probably makes sense because he is a German national team goalkeeper at 20 years old. I don't like that. Victoria Pilsen to win Group C. Okay. Pilsen will maintain their dignity. Porto top of the group. Now I kind of believe that. Liverpool not getting through the groups. So in order for that to happen, you would have Ajax and Napoli. I can see that. I mean, it's not like Liverpool's having the best of times right now. It is not like Liverpool is having the best of times. And I don't think that's great. I actually don't even want to disagree with you. Frankfurt to advance in Group D. I honestly think Liverpool not advancing is a bit more edgy. Tottenham and Barca finish third. If Tottenham finishes third. Chelsea go undefeated. I think I agree with you, Pancake. Chelsea's very good at not losing games. Rangers and Celtic make the knockouts. Fonfino! One of the English teams isn't going through. I'm very confident of that. I would say I would go 50% chance. I would say there's a 50% chance that an English team fails to make it to the knockouts. There's some of them just have, I mean, they're toss-ups, right? Like, okay, there we go. Training is done and scheduled for the rest of our time in December. It's interesting that so many people are saying Liverpool isn't going to go through. Inter's going to go all the way to the final. Italy needs that. Bro, the Italian league needs that. Let's change the wording a little bit. The Italian league needs that. They need a team that can go all the way to the final again. Because after Juventus implosion, I think people believe that the Italian league doesn't really have a team that can do that. I agree with you in that Inter is the best team to go all the way, but I also don't think it's likely. I mean, you got to go out of pot 3, right? Look, I do think it would be really funny to see Barcelona not go through. I do think it would be really funny to see Barcelona go all the way through. Devletch wants to start more games. It's over 99 days. Now we have Quintero, who I know we can't talk out of it. But you can't not try. Beginning to get frustrated the fact I'm not getting the playing time I was promised, feeling I need to play. You've honestly played a good amount. Starting to get the impression you should leave. I'll make plans to sell you. Yep, that's fine. Quintero hands in a transfer request. That's all good. All good. That is started using both feet. I actually train avoid weaker foot on goalkeepers every once in a while, and they came to me about it multiple times. Now somebody else comes to me about it, about training it off, and I'm just sure. Positive effects from mentoring units, always good. Good development messages all around.
Floridstorfer, cardboard box, put it on a shelf. Oof.
My irrational take is that Marseille will top their group. Hold that thought. Did anybody get that? So special instruction on your wingbacks. Yes, I have them stay wider. Okay. I was making sure. Stevie, I was just making sure that I didn't. Unfortunately, I think we came up a little bit short there, Stevie. But thank you for the prime. Honestly, any great sub message just has the word Floridsdorfer in it, because the way that guy says Floridsdorfer is fantastic. The way the voice dude says Floridsdorfer is just great. I'm here for it. Franco Acosta, yeah, that is literally just too low for me. I can't. I cannot do it. I cannot. I cannot. Giorgio Spinaggi, the best Cypriot player in the save, it would seem. Geoffrey Gauthier, off. Zalani Madabula, off. Even though, congrats on getting into Europe. Nice little re-up on the short list, and apparently these guys hadn't popped up on that short list in a while. I think it's a lot of the guys we had on our future short list, and they're just not very good anymore. Rabenchuk, I do like Rabenchuk. How are you gonna have 9 work rate as like a defensive midfielder type player? Strikes me as very weird. Vandenberg got sold for so much money. It was like a crazy amount of money. So you think Marseille's going to top their group? All my talk of Marseille. I would not be surprised if Marseille made it through. I totally think Marseille can finish second. And honestly, looking at the groups, I think the most likely team from Pot 4 to get through is Marseille and then Celtic. I think those are the most likely teams to get out of their group. Yeah, absolutely not. Jeremy Frimpong, absolutely not. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We actually almost, we were going to offer him a contract at the end of his contract. He's asking to leave. He's on the transfer list. There's no way he's actually pretty professional. So he stays. I signed Montiel in a save. I can't remember what. Oh, that was the Lille save at the beginning of the year. I signed Gonzalo Montiel. Actually, totally worth it. Versatile backline sub with a good mentality. Yeah, it's that's troubling. The rest are the Brazilians, the assembled Brazilians. Thanks, shortlist. Krasnodar tomorrow. While Wenger keeps getting into one-on-ones, he's meh finishing and great flair dribbling. Are there any traits to help him not just tap it to the keeper 3 times a game? So he's meh finishing, great flair and dribbling. Yeah, round the keeper. Because round the keeper isn't just Fernando Torres against Barcelona, right? Round the keeper is you use your dribbling to create a better angle to shoot. You take the extra touch, particularly effective in those 1v1 situations, or for very athletic forwards that aren't great at finishing, to just take the ball around the keeper, tap it wide of them, and then run to it. Okay. The neutral ground match against Krasnodar. I'll get the 2 lookups in before the game. We've got Slobodan Tedic as the lookup. Slobodan Tedic and Callum Hudson-Odoi. I saw somebody said Callum Hudson-Odoi, the Chelsea lad. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's an Everton lad now, it would seem. 30 million in a player exchange. He never broke into Chelsea. He stayed there until 2027. What a waste. What a waste of some great potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He literally just stayed there for 5 years. January move to Everton, or no, it looks like a summer move. Summer move to Everton after playing 2 matches with Chelsea that year, and then he's been a regular player at Everton for 4 seasons. Regular player at Everton for 4 seasons. So he's finally getting that regular playing time. Good for him. Celtic with a big win over Dortmund. Chelsea beat Atletico Bilbao, who's still starting. But that's not Iñaki. That's Nico. That's the younger brother. I was like, if Iñaki Williams is still playing. Zulte Waregem just went to Barcelona and won. So, life imitates art. So here we are. Barcelona is just that good. I don't know what to tell you. They are just that good. Martin Gauti Eilson, congrats. You get to play in that match. Okay. quick pick's a good way to start this, at least. Benegas and Dieste. Fletcham, Pospisil, Bube, Mbamba, Enriquez, Dane, Trujillo, Henneman, Hervé. Okay, we've got Parado, we've got Vanderplas, we have Verhoeven, who's the striker, we have Yildiz, we have Talius, and we have Richardson, who he would eat. I guess we haven't gotten the report yet, but he should be maybe available. I don't know. We're going to play our normal game. We're going to tight mark. We're going to be a little further up the field on the front line. That's the starting lineup. And the situation is thus. If we win this game, Bayern is playing away against Ajax. And if Bayern does anything other than win that game and we win this game, we go to the Champions League knockout stages ahead of Bayern Munich. Because this is the reason we have this chance is this is the game Bayern couldn't win. This game right here is the game Bayern couldn't win against mighty Krasnodar, who we thank for their service, beating Bayern Munich 4-3 in the last match. But that also is a sign of the fact that we cannot take this game for granted because they just beat Bayern Munich. Even though they are going to finish last in this group, they seem to have awakened. There are a couple of guys here. Diego's probably not one of them unless he's the high end of that potential, but that Czech guy looked pretty good. And we should have a pretty open priority list. I don't know. A lot of those guys are probably short list. Copium. Okay. 72. I was in Barcelona when they lost to Eintracht Frankfurt. The Germans were hyped, as they should have been. I mean, that was a crazy result. Are we qualified even with a loss here as second? No. We need to win. We have to win this game or we're not going. Failed his fitness test. Well, I guess Jan Beno's coming back. Just in the 1 in a million chance that our goalkeeper actually gets hurt. We'll actually have a goalkeeper on the bench. And I couldn't even imagine my luck if that actually is the way this went down. Oh, okay. Trujillo. And Enriquez. And Noah Mbamba. Our bench, Beno, Parado, Vanderplas, Yildiz, Talius, Vanderhorst, and Verhoeven. Nah, I'm going Owen. I'm going Owen. I'm taking Mbamba off, and we're going to have Mbamba on the bench. I'm bringing Owen Vanderhorst up. He starts. We're going more offensive. We're more likely to need the offense. And I'm going with Owen. More likely to need the offense than the defense of having my two best defensive midfielders on the field at the same time. There's no reason for that. Enriquez, a tall lad. What does that make? Oh, I selected the wrong guy. That does make perfect sense. Okay, should be there, should be there, should be there, should be there. Okay. Strikers, Xander Henneman, Max Servais, back post nonsense. And we're actually going to use Kevin Enriquez's height, which we have not utilized in the past. We come to you today to thank you for your gift of a Bayern defeat. For we did not see that coming. I'll be completely but we knew
that you would give us the opportunity to see through our faith in you the promised land of the Champions League knockout stages. Well, we are now at that precipice. The Champions League knockout stages are on the other side of this match, should you will it. I swear to you, FM gods, that we will do our part and do everything in our power to beat Krasnodar, but what we ask is that you consider in your infinite mercy an Ajax win or draw today. That is all we need to qualify for the knockout stages. In the name of Johnny Cano, Eric Mendez, Erling Haaland, Emmanuel Buxo, we pray. Ramen. The final day of the Champions League group stages. It is us. It's Krasnodar on a neutral field. If we win and Bayern fails to win at Ajax, we are going to the Champions League knockout stage. Beautiful. We're inspired. Morshan, thank you so much for the prime. Akatla, thank you for the 8 months as part of the Hammers. I totally forgot the lookups, but I want you to know you're not forgotten in spirit. Because we will do them. And then we will crack open a beer and watch some live sports, and it'll be great. I'm hopeful for a strong and positive approach. Ali Bubase, in a lengthy run without conceding, he's performed to a very high standard. He's always striving to improve. And we've got Max Dane back. Neutral site, Krasnodar and Floridsdorfer. Let's be having ya. Don't use that phrase nearly enough in my life. I've decided. All right, if we play the way we played against Ajax, we should be able to roll this. We beat Ajax 5-0 at home. But we do not have a single point in this group away from home. We lost 2-1 in Amsterdam and 5-2 in Bavaria. We drew at home against Bayern 0-0. We won 5-0 at home against Ajax and 2-1 at home against Krasnodar. With a late goal for heroics. Dane. Dieste! I swore to the FM gods that we would deliver today, did I not? Did I not swear to the FM gods that we would deliver today? Fudge Waffles, thank you for the gifted sub. You have inspired a goal from Stefano Dieste, the big Italian. Oh, Stefano. It was Sir Eric looking down. Pick your patron saint, chat. Everybody can pick their own patron saint from the Hall of FM Saints and stuff. Vanderhorst. Henneman. Center. Hervé! Ajax is in the lead, too. Ajax is in the lead. And we just scored again. Max Hervé, the Frenchman. Back to life. Floridsdorfer AC. Max Hervé in a crowd. What a header. Freaking go. It's actually pretty good passing.
I'd never really seen that before, but strategically that kind of made sense. Had Dieste stand really far back so that there's a better release valve there. Deflection. Oh, deflection! Spin cycle! That was pretty nasty. Dane. Enriquez. Vanderhorst. Oh, he's in. Oh, in! Where's the game being played? I don't know. It's neutral site somewhere. Lay it off. Lay it off. Good. Vanderhorst. Trujillo. Oh, what a save. I don't mind him going for power there. Ajax is up 2. A lot of work left to be done, chat. There's a lot of work left to be done. A lot of work left to be done. Thank you, Roman. That's an Ajax team we beat 5-0 in the last game. I think their pride's a little wounded. They got to come out and start making some plays. Iñaki Peña. Oh, no, oh, no, 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 oh, no. That's going to be open. He was off. Wow, that was really good from Deflection to keep him offside there. That was really good from Deflection. Henneman. We slipping somebody? No, we're not. We're freaking messing it up. Okay, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Thank you. Roman, Enriquez, Vanderhorst, Dane, Enriquez, Trujillo, Max Survey. He was off, he was off, he was off, he was off, he was off. He was off. Wow, Bayern is bottling it so hard. Oh, Hervé again! It's Max Hervé! Welcome to the party! Now all that strength and balance and aerial prowess is here. Causing all sorts of problems for Krasnodar. It's 3-0. It's literally 3-0 in both matches. This is beyond dream stuff here for the first 45 minutes. It's beyond dream stuff. It's 3-0 Ajax. Bayern is at a meltdown. They've got one of the best front lines in the game. They've had a complete meltdown. Oh, deflection, no. Nice, Roman. Oh, Henneman. He's got great touch. Controlled well. Trujillo, who's a very good passer, but he wants to go alone. Oh, Dane, Trujillo. Now you pass. I mean, it's not like there was a good option. Ooh, Dane. Trujillo. Somebody find the opening. I respect what he tried to do there. I do. Yeah, Ajax is copying us. Please, I put pressure on you at the beginning of the game and we scored 3 goals and dominated, so I am very pleased. Ooh, this is lovely. Oh, no, he should have played it to Hervé. Why is he going for Trujillo? The Dorfers! No way he's on. Yeah, he's off. We've been in the Champions League group stage 3 times, chat. And if we complete this miraculous turnaround, it will be 3 times to the knockout stages out of the Champions League group stage. Remarkably, every time. Dane, Henneman, what a pass. Trujillo. Dang. Baseball Dreamland, thank you for the 5 months. This is part of the Hammers. Thanks for the Prime. Thanks for spending $5 of Jeff Bezos money. Hell yeah, brother. Turn. Make the pass, Slod. Wide left. Wide left. Apparently, there's an American in every UCL group. Dude, we're on the rise. Oh, we're taking over the world. Soccer. Trujillo. That is cool, though. Dane. I mean, that's just not a chance. One back for Bayern. Mukoko scored in the 52nd. Hold your nerve, chat. Hold your nerve. They are a very good team. That's why I said it was beyond dream stuff that Ajax had a 3-0 lead. Now, obviously, Ajax is a very good team that won in Bavaria. They won 1-0 at Bayern. Hard to do it twice. Oh, yo, Dieste. How did you not keep him away from that ball? That was their best chance. Even though it didn't get a lot of XG, so maybe it wasn't as good as it looked. I like the way everybody's playing. Everybody's fit. I like the way everybody's playing. That's why I'm not making a sub. I think we might go soon and get Vanderhorst off. Hey. It's 3-2. Vicente Mansour scored 7 minutes later. It's that front line. It's all right. Ajax is holding. Ajax is fine. They're a big time team making, shoot. They've given us so many problems over the years, beat us in the Europa League final a couple years ago. They're a clutch team when they need to be. Can you not? Dieste, you are getting pantsed by a guy from Belarus right now. Can you just, keep it together, man? A little give and go, and he's like, oh, no. We're gonna, I tell you what, we're going to turn that off. All of a sudden, Trapashko, who is good, is opening us up pretty significantly. Okay. Deep breaths, everybody. We are going to go with a little bit more of a defensive substitution. Move Enriquez up, and then bring in Noah Mbamba at defensive midfield. We're also going to sub out Jan Trujillo for Aviv Talius. And we are going to box him as well because Aviv Talius has fresh legs and we trust his quality. Okay. Dieste! We're good in this game. It's 4-0. We are good. Stefano Dieste atoning for his defensive sins with a goal on a set piece. 3-2 in the other game. All eyes on Ajax and Bayern. We've done our job here. 5-0 win against Ajax and now 4-0 on the neutral site field against Krasnodar. First, we know in Football Manager that actually doesn't matter much because one team has to be tabbed as the home team, and they are tabbed as the home team. Nice save. But can we not? It's all right down the pipe at Dieste right now. So, I'm Anchormanning. Go back to your home on Anchorman Island. Away! Away from here, demons! Does it 79th minute. Life is good. Venegas. I was kind of worried. This is a highlight, but it looked like he should win it, and he did win it. People worried about Venegas' size. He is only 5'10", but he's got that 13 jumping reach, and he's a really smart lad. You could tell it had been coming. It had been coming. We're up 4-0, but it had been coming. We're not paying attention. We're not playing particularly well for the last 10 minutes or so. Oh, Buffet! Saving the clean sheet bonus for everybody. What a save! There you go. It's a good spot to head the ball. Not into the middle of the field. Get it wide. And everybody can reset. What a tackle by Xander Henneman. Bit wild, but it worked. Hervé's got excellent hold-up play, set our whole offense up for us. Ovechkin, that's a tough spot to be in. Oh, Enriquez. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's Max Dane! We do not deserve to be winning this game 5-0, but I will take it. They should have at least one goal. I'll take it. Yo! Max Dane, there was no doubt in this finish. Great work from Enriquez. Henneman, good hold-up play. Yeah, he just ripped it. Went for power with the left foot, and it went in. No score. Oh, my, it's 3-3. It's 3-3. Makoko just scored in the 89th minute to make it 3-3. Come on, chat. We're fine, chat. We are fine. We have done everything that we can do. Let's just bring the game to an end. We deserve to win. We didn't deserve to win 5-0, but like I said, we'll take it. Bubé had an outstanding game. I cannot believe that just happened. Max, thank you so much for the prime. Wavaldo, thank you for the 6 months. Lynn Moden, thank you for the prime. Welcome to the Hammers. To both you and Bex. Wavaldo, congrats to the Silver Bacon. We will finish with 10 points in the Champions League group and back-to-back 5-0 wins. But it will not be enough because Ajax had a 3-0 lead at halftime and Bayern needed 4 goals to save themselves and scored all 4, including an 89th and 91st minute winner. So we come up short on results between teams. swear to everyone here today and everyone that will be here in the future that Ajax is my sworn enemy. They have stolen the Europa League from us, and now they have stolen Champions League from us. And I will do everything in my power to bring Ajax crumbling to the ground for this display of shameful bodlery. We beat Ajax 5-0 2 matches ago. Out XG'd them like 3-1. Not really. I think we doubled their XG in Amsterdam. And we lost on a late goal from Gabriel Jesus. Who am I playing? Kev? We got 10 points in the group and didn't get out. 10. Oh, Bayern didn't choke. That's for sure. Bayern definitely did not choke. We better win the Europa League or I'm going to lose it. We better win the Europa League. Because we just woke up in the last 2 games of the group stage and beat the bejesus out of 2 pretty good teams. Ajax and Krasnodar. Ali obviously put in a great performance today. Oh. How many other teams, how many teams in other groups qualified with less than 10 points? Celtic did. Leipzig, Galatasaray. Every team that got double-digit points except for us did make it out of the group. Just didn't distribute the points in the right way for us. We're a darn good team, but Bayern was too overwhelming down the stretch. Shout out to Galatasaray for making it. Why could I not have been in like that group, you know? But it wasn't the group. Olympiacos knocked Barcelona out. That's fantastic. Celta Vargam knocked Barcelona out. They beat Barcelona on the last day. Sparta Prague went through. Things are starting to get weird. Things are starting to get weird. I'm not worried about Barcelona. Celta Vargam's our farm team, and they beat them, so should be fine. Yeah, they're headed to the Europa League, but so's everybody, right?
And it was on this day, written into club folklore, that Ajax Amsterdam became the enemy of the Dorpers. For all of time.
It's
Dorpers
true.
Revenge season incoming.
Tater, thank you so much for the gifted sub. No, I think the revenge season starts now. I mean, I think we rip through the Europa League. That gets us into the Champions League group stage next season. I mean, friggin' 2 years ago, we made the Europa League final and lost to Ajax 1-0 if you weren't around for that. So we've already, 2 years ago, we had the ability to get to the Europa League final. And goodness, I expect us to win the Europa League this time. I will accept absolutely nothing less than winning the Europa League this time. I think we're the best team in the Europa League. I do. We beat Ajax 5-0. That's how do the other Austrian teams do in Europe? Very fair question to ask. Europa League hasn't been finalized yet. Looks like Rapid Vienna is going to make the knockouts, which would be awesome. Need a point in their final game. Shout out to Salzburg, nowhere to be found here. Maybe they're in the Conference League and they're doing something. They are, and they've made it out of the groups in the Europa Conference League. So Austria's showing out a little bit. The new Saints made the Conference League final. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We have a player lookup for Slobodan Tedic. I'm going to get that one now. Groningen. He's had 3 caps for Serbia at 30, so he's been around, not super successful. Man City did buy him, but they loaned him to Zwolle, and then Eintracht Frankfurt. And then Eintracht Frankfurt bought him. He played 7 matches there, then was bought by AZ Alkmaar, and he played 16 matches over a year, and then went to Dynamo Dresden, and he played 2 matches, then moved in January to Groningen, back to the Netherlands, where he's actually become a fairly regular player. So that it's probably better for it. He's not quite a top 5 league player, but he's ended up having a good career. The other player look up is your boy Xavi Simons, who FM actually doesn't like that much anymore. It's probably fair. Xavi Simons at West Brom, playing in the Premier League after a $57 million move to West Brom in the Prem. Okay. He went to Real San... Oh, this is a weird journey. He was bought by Trabzonspor, who actually did wonderful business. He played regularly for 3 years, then sold him to Real San Sebastian for a bucket of money. And Real Sociedad had him in the first team for a year and change. And 2 years. 2 years, third year in the summer, they sold him to Sheffield, where he got promoted, then relegated, then was moved back to the Premier League. So a bit of a long journey, but now he's got 3 appearances with the Dutch national team at 27, and he's having a decent life. Okay, that's where we leave the Dorfers today. We are doing live sports today, as was advertised. Dang, that was honestly one of the most heartbreaking things that's happened in a save. That was crazy. That was beyond wild. You want to watch the Bayern goals? We can watch the Bayern goals. If they're bad, it's just going to make it even more frustrating, you know? To be like, well, let's see what they got for us. Live sports, we will be watching the Asian Cup. Honestly, I've got a soft spot for the Asian Cup. I freaking love it. I hate giving up those goals. Wow, they were all over him. Lightning quick counter. Ramsdale is not good. At their level, he's not good. Okay, so there we go. It's 3-0 Ajax. They're buzzing. And then they're breaking the press. Awful turnover. And that leads to Yusufa Moukoko, who I think had, at least a hat trick. Not at least. He had a hat trick. Strikens Moukoko. Oh, no. It was a rebound. That made it 3-2. This is the 89th minute. They got everybody up. I mean, everybody is up. And then in the 91st minute. They weren't... Oh, why did I do that? No, we're leaving. Yeah, no, Maximiano didn't have a good game, but... Dude.